Well, hello world and welcome to Real Cooking at Home. My name is Mark and thank you for being so very patient. I know the content on this channel is getting fewer and fewer and fewer, but I'm really going to try to work on that. But I want to tell y'all a little story first. A couple of weeks ago we had a potluck dinner at work, just like we do every Monday night. But a lady brought in this cake and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best cake I've ever had in my life. So I went up to her and I asked her, I said, how did you make this cake? And she did not give me a written recipe, she just told me how. And I said, okay, this is fabulous. I've got to share it with Real Cooking at Home. So let me tell you what we're making. We are making a Butterfinger cake. Now let me show you what we're going to need to do this cake. And the hardest part of this cake is that it has to sit in the refrigerator overnight before you eat it. That's the hardest part of this cake. Come on, let me show you what we need. I have got a box cake mix. Now this cake mix is a German chocolate cake mix. So I've got a German chocolate cake mix and I'm going to make this cake mix by the package instruction in a 9x13 pan. Okay. But other than the cake, you're going to need a can of sweet condensed milk, a thing of caramel sauce, some cream cheese, and about 6 Butterfingers, 6 to 7 Butterfingers. Now, I have frozen these Butterfingers so that I can mash them up real good. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you can't use 8 Butterfingers. Who am I to judge? Go crazy. Use as much Butterfinger or as little Butterfinger as you want to use. But right now, I'm going to bake up this cake per package instructions, and we'll come back and show you how to put it together. Okay, now my cake's in the oven. While my cake's in the oven, I got my condensed milk and my caramel sauce, and I'm just going to mix this together real good until it comes together. And while I'm doing that, I want to show y'all. Now, I'm going to leave this completely up to you. You can use a container of Cool Whip for your topping, but I'm going to use heavy cream and whip this heavy cream into whipped cream myself and give it the flavors that I like. I'm going to put in just a little bit of confectioner sugar, and I'll show y'all all this. A little bit of confectioner sugar and maybe even some amaretto, okay? Alright, now the cake has come out of the oven and it has sit here and cooled for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm going to take the end of the wooden spoon and I'm just going to compose all this cake. Just like this. Alright, now that we've got the holes all poured in it, I'm going to pour this mixture over it. I wish y'all could taste that. And you will when you make this cake. That is lovely. How's the best way to do this? Just pour. Put it evenly. Oh, look. It's a caramel waterfall all over the cake. Shut up. This is lovely. This is gonna have to sit here and cool completely. And once it cools completely, I'm gonna pop it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes just to get it good and cool. And then I will put the Cool Whip and the cream cheese topping over the top of it. But before that, we're gonna put some Butterfingers on. So we'll stick around for that. All right, now my cake has been in the refrigerator for about 30 to 45 minutes. I have got here a cup of heavy cream, and I'm just going to whip this up until it becomes whipped cream. But I've got a cup of heavy cream, and this bowl has been chilled. I chilled my bowl so the cream would whip up real good. So I'm going to go ahead and whip this up, and while that's whipping, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to soften up the cream cheese with my hand mixer so that we can fold everything in together. Alright, now my whipped cream has whipped up real good. I'm going to go ahead and toss in about a tablespoon of powdered sugar. And I was going to put in some amaretto, but I don't have any. But I think that would be very, very good though. So my whipped cream has whipped up really nicely. So I'm going to take this off. And like I say, I'm going to leave it up to you. You can use Cool Whip if you want to. And I may actually have to whip some more cream because I'm going to show you. I softened up my cream cheese, but there's no way that this cream cheese is going to fold easily into this whipped cream. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of this whipped cream. Yeah, I'm going to have more. I'm going to take some of this whipped cream and I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to loosen up this whipped cream by folding it into the heavy. I'm going to fold the cream cheese into the heavy cream just to get it a little bit lighter. Just like this. And I'm going to have to mix up me some more heavy cream. Okay, now my whipped cream is all mixed up. And I've got 6 Butterfingers here. And the woman gave me a tip. She told me to freeze my Butterfingers. That way it would make it easier to mash them up. And this is going to be loud. Because she said if you tried to mash them at room temperature that the chocolate would get mushy. So I'm just going to mash them up like this. Alright, now that is a good Butterfinger crumble. So now I'm going to go and we'll show you how to spread everything and layer everything. Alright, now let's build it. We're going to take half of our Butterfinger mixture and sprinkle it over the cake. I guess I can help it out with my hands. So that's about half. Sprinkle that over. Adjust it. Look at that. Awesome. Okay. Now, this is 2 cups of heavy cream that I've whipped, folded into an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Now we're going to spread it over this cake. And that's delicious. And y'all, in this, you could put anything you wanted. If you wanted a little bit of vanilla flavor, put some vanilla flavor in it. I wanted some amaretto, but I don't have any. So there's not going to be any amaretto in this. But it's still going to be delicious. So there we go. We'll spread this out. Look. Oh. This is going to be fantastic. Talk about a great dish to take to a potluck dinner, any kind of family gathering, church gathering. I promise you, y'all, it'll be gone. Now, after you do that, you're going to spread all this, just sprinkle it right over the top. And now this is the hardest part. I'm going to cover this with some saran wrap in the refrigerator overnight. And we'll taste it. Well, for you, in just a minute. For me, tomorrow. All right. This has been in the refrigerator overnight. Look at it. Just look at it. You can see the gooey from the caramel and the condensed milk. It is time to taste. This is outrageous. Mine turned out just as good as hers did. Y'all, you have got to make this. Look, it is so moist. Look at it. And the Butterfinger. Let me get a little, yeah. This cake is addictive. Now listen, the next time you have somewhere to go, forget that. The next time that you're wanting something decadent and delicious, make this cake. Once again, y'all, my name is Mark. Thanks for coming back to Real Cooking at Home. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment box. Subscribe to the channel. And whatever you do, just get in the kitchen and cook. Bye, y'all.